Hey kids, Mr. Glenn here. Hope you are well. We are going into another session here with game mechanics and how to get our game working for our player. Now, the visuals are super important for our player because it gives our players this kind of silent cue that something is about to happen. And so what I'm going to do is just show you this simple part before we get into using the variables for this next bit is to come up with a design for your boat and your ship. Now you don't have to use my boat and ship. You can use something completely different if you want. You could have a much bigger frigate, or you could have a gunner, or you could have a submarine if you wanted to have a submarine. You could have any nautical uh, vehicle that you like. So what I mean by nautical is anything that will go around the sea that you like. Okay. However, what we're going to do is we are going to create several different costumes as visual clues for our player to understand that there is a certain level of challenge that is happening as they, in this case, bump into the island or bump into anything that is going to wreck the boat. So, for example, for this case, we have the shark and the octopus. So if they crash into those, then obviously it's going to take damage. Which one you want to take more damage on the boat, that is entirely up to you. So how did I make this? Well, it's really simple. All I did was use this tool here, which is the select tool, and I sliced into my boat like this. And if you look carefully, hopefully my zoomer is going to work today. No, it isn't. I've got a little hand down there. Hopefully you can see it as my mouse. I'm just looking on my screen, which is just over here. I can see how wide it is and how good it is for you for your viewing. I can move this and I can pick up this selection and I can start to split it. Now, you don't want it completely destroying the boat or the ship in one go. So the first hit that just completely destroys the boat. That's not what you want. Give your player a visual clue that something is or cue that something is going to happen with something simple first. Remember Mario ages ago in lesson 1, where the start of the game is the tutorial. This is exactly the same thing. This is a tutorial to show your player that if they don't start to play with a certain level of control, they're going to lose their boat. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to undo this because I don't want to destroy this part of the boat. I need to keep this. And so what I did was just use the select tool, and you can see here I've got to this part here. So this is ship 5. This is the 5th costume. Okay. The next one is showing the boat starting to sink. Now this is an idea that I've stolen from my old year 5 students in my previous school, where they created an animation film where the boat in Lego started to sink, and they took the layers off the hull of the boat. So as the hull got shorter and shorter and shorter, it looked like the boat was sinking deeper and deeper and deeper into the water. So here you can see I've sliced off the boat completely. What I could do here, just to make it a little bit better, a little bit more realistic, is to actually tilt that off to the side there and make it look more realistic, because the other part of the boat there is kind of sliced off. So I need to just make sure that this is more sliced as well. Let's go and slice this apart and pull this down here so the boat is in total ruin and disarray. So let's go and tilt that over there like that. There we go. It's giving it some more realism. But you can see what's happening here is that my boat, let's just go full screen here, the boat is sinking and the boat is kind of submerged, but you're still able to play it. It gives it that kind of silliness that game players quite like. There's still some glimmer of hope here, because as the points go back up, obviously you can get the boat fixed, or maybe if you get a certain amount of points, you can get to, say, the village, for example, and the village has some parts that is going to allow you to fix your boat. Who knows? But it all works on variables. Okay, so first job is we need to go and create these ships. You can do that by right clicking and duplicating. You can do that on your iPad by long pressing, I believe, and you can duplicate it that way. Go and create. I've got, whoops, where's my character, my boat gone? I have got in total 9 costumes. You don't have to have that many, but it's nice to give your players some visual clues. Go make those, whatever boat you want, and you can start to really bring your game alive with the visual clues here. Okay, go and design your boat, go and start to break it apart little piece by little piece using the select tool. As always, good luck.